then?
The problem we're up against is vast. Terramorphs, they can be anywhere. Meaning us finding and disposing of them ourselves isn't an option. But what if we could let something else do the work for us? Come on, I'll walk you through what we're thinking.
No, I don't like the sound of this.
You remember that creature we talked about before you went to Nira? The thing that eats terramorphs, the Asylees?
Right. Yeah, I remember. It does ring a bell.
Apparently, they were bloodhounds for terramorphs. But when the UC ran low on synthetic foods during the Colony War, the Asylees were chosen to fill in the gaps. We thought they were harvested to extinction. But in the data, the research team found the location of a few remaining specimens. As you can see, what we're proposing is bringing them back. We'd breed populations of them, distribute them to human worlds, and then let nature take its course, using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already perfected. We could speed up their breeding process using some of the same technologies that were used to create me. We even think that with some time and investigation, we could use the Asylees' hunting skills to track down the terramorph transmission method at long last. Find out how humanity spread them and put an end to the terramorph problem definitively.
Are these Asylean things dangerous?
If you pick a fight with one, or you're a terramorph, sure. But Asylees were already spread across the galaxy once before during the Colony War. As livestock, they're far less of a danger than the one we're proposing to clean up.
I'm not really liking the idea of introducing random aliens or world across the galaxy.
Well, there is another option. It'd be faster, maybe even more effective. But it's got its own risks. A microbe. Something we could aerosolize, let spread, and have it clean up anything with terramorph DNA for us.
Oh,
which would
worse.
include morphs, and we expect their transmission method. It'd still take time to build, test, and distribute, but no other method could hold a candle to it when it comes to sheer efficiency. Not even the Asylees.
What are the risks?
Percival assures me that they're minimal. He'll be able to encode safeguards against mutation in the agent's genetics, so that they stick to the task of cleaning up terramorphs. But the microscopic world has a tendency to behave in ways you can't always predict. So to say there's zero risk would be a lot.
I think we'll go for the Asylees.
Certainly sounds like the lesser of two monsters. Means we're still dealing with monsters, though.
People have been making dragons out of unfamiliar species as long as there's been people. But the Asylees are a known quantity. We don't need to fear them. With either path, though, we're looking at a long-term commitment. Years of work. Even just getting these plans off the ground is going to take time. And all routes are going to require some highly specific materials to make things work. Terramorph cell lines we can breed quickly and consistently to test on. Asylees' gene samples we can use to rebuild their bloodlines. Or sharpen our microbes' tracking skills. Not the sort of things any labs just got lying around. But we think we found a lead. One place in the known galaxy where we know we should be able to find all the materials we need.
Okay.
All paths lead to Londinian.
Are we even allowed on Londinian?
It's certainly not encouraged, but the UC's given their sign-off for this excursion. This trip is all above board.
Well, I guess let's not waste any time.
Exactly what I was hoping to hear. Now, the UC has a small operating base on Londinian's outskirts. We're cleared for access, but we'll need to check in with the base commander, Sarah Hatoum, when we touch down. I'm gonna help Percival and Kaiser prep, but once that's done, we'll rendezvous with you there. But you need to know, Londinian? It belongs to the Terramorphs. They'll have anti-Xeno gear for us at the base, but I'd make sure you've got your favorite arms on hand.
Okay. This is interesting. Well, we've got an objective over here. Let's see where this guy's going.
I don't know if I could work in a place like this. I appreciate the research, but
Oh, this
yikes.
goddamn planet. You romanticize a place when you're away from it for long enough, but I forgot what a dust-crusted pit Mars can be. Now you. What do you need?
That's rude. I was just looking for some supplies.
You project personnel? Supplies are for project personnel only.
I'm Captain Kura, Vanguard.
Oh, that's you then. I was informed we might be working together. Don't much care for Vanguard. But sounds like you two really got into the thick of it back in New Atlantis. My sister's kids live in the city. So, thank you for what you did there.
You're welcome. Hope your family's alright.
Yeah, they both came through okay. One science division, other's an artist. Effectively useless human beings that would have had no reason to be anywhere near the fighting. Still, would hate to see anything happen to them. Now, what was it you needed? Don't worry, I'll handle the paperwork.
Let us proceed to Londinian. Hold on, is this the same mission? It's not. Okay, well, it looks like I'm gonna have to do this in 2 parts. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
This world is off limits. You are advised to jump to safe harbor immediately.
I'm good to be here. I'm meeting with Commander Hudson.
Let me check my logs. Alright, you can proceed. We'll let them know you're on your way down.
Thank you.
Landing site's clear. All green here.
Let's exit ship. We are on to the world of the Terramorphs. It's very snowy. Where the hell is that? Okay, finally.
You! Inside the barriers! Double time!
Now I'm doubling
Casino
down.
unit!
Right, what's up, dude?
I pride myself on knowing everyone on this world, and I don't know you. You're with the collection team then, I presume. Either that, or you're one deeply unlucky trespasser.
Captain Kura, you see Vanguard. You're expecting me?
Vanguard, eh? Brief said you were an eclectic group. You must have really shined out on the fringe to get assigned a task like this. Ah, then this must be the rest of your outfit.
Commander Hatum, I'm...
No need for introductions, Major Sinon. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you, as does the urgency of your mission, so I'll get to it. Now, Londinian is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Terramorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sinon's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Every tool you could need to succeed out there. Except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not be coming. Do we understand each other?
Understand? Sure. We'll take a heavy. Okay, yep, understand.
Precisely. I'll leave you to your preparations then. You can find your equipment in our armory, base of the tower just outside. And I do believe there's someone waiting for you there, Captain. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Aceles plant. It contains one of our field caches. Though I can't guarantee it won't contain anything else. I hope you all find what you're looking for out there. Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field.
Sure, right
All
over
right.
here.
Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by the entrance to the city.
Right. Okay. We have some gear. Interesting.
Transfers complete. Those codes will allow systems should shut themselves back down automatically.
Duly noted, Commander.
I'll take it. Why not?
You match our description. The Vanguard captain? The cabinet wanted you to have something.
Nope.
Make sure you had the best tools for the task at hand. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Right there, Bill. Chunks. Ooh, this place is a mess.
All set on your gear? Are you ready to do this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Then let's get this show on the road. Kaiser? Percival, everything green on your ends?
I am ready.
Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud.
Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
All right. On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one. A Sealy's. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
Alright.
Hostile detected.
Over already? Oh well.
What? That creature.
Clear eyes.
It's dominated. Must be a force nearby, keeping it under its sway. Let's put it down.
Catching decent specimens is delicate work.
More of them. Clean them up.
It'll heal. I'm so ready for this. Are you?
There's a free round of this gun. That's new. This thing's not half bad. I'm quite enjoying this gun.
Looks like the last of them. No sign of the morgue, though.
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures. I have restored power to the containers.
Jackpot! Get down there and collect as many as you can.
No man, there's so much loot here. You think this is like difficult or something? Where do I go? Okay, what's this one?
There's one right there! Kill it!
move, can't move.
There's one right there!
People probably wouldn't use that power responsibly.
Guys are in the way. Whoa. Hello, dead miner. You going here? Yeah, these terramorphs are no joke. They are deadly. Doesn't really look like a sight, does it? Oh, I suppose it does actually. I suppose if you look like it does.
All Asili's samples collected.
All right, now hand those over to Kaiser, and let's get out of here.
Kaiser.
Samples secure.
Nice work. Now, earlier scan picked up a valid terramorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I am not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
Then we've got our
I think
answer.
Kaiser has somehow been
Access
impacted by this.
unlocked. We may proceed.
Let's question that he doesn't know. He's a robot. He's not gonna forget these type of things. I never know. You might just somehow have knowledge of it.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinian. Real marvel.
Well, I think every terramorph now knows we're here.
All these leeches. What's keeping you things warm?
My aim is terrible.
We should
Whoa,
collect all the
that was
resources we can
messier
from
than I
this
thought
thing.
it would be.
This is a janitor closet. This must be the door then. Whoa, what's going on here?
What's that? My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only... What's happening?
That's what is happening.
Have you seen this?
Deep reaches. Oh, that's not... What?
Oh my God. The heat leeches are terramorphs.
So, by consuming the Lazarus plant, they metamorphose into terramorphs? Fascinating. And also terrifying, obviously.
That explains how they're able to go so far. That doesn't answer one question though.
You just saw that, right? You would tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became a terramorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terramorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how terramorphs move between planets.
What does this mean for the plans to clean up the terramorphs?
That I don't have an answer for right now. But if they share a genome, like most nymphs and adults do, the microbe should have no problem dealing with heat leeches and terramorphs. The Asylees we'll have to look into. But given what we know about the creatures, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked to find that they've got an appetite for both.
Yeah, I feel that's a pretty major
Pretty
discovery.
major is right. But if what we just saw, if that's possible, the Lazarus plant, it's clearly an accelerant for the terramorph, a heat leech transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a terramorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, could someone have set that up?
I mean, it's possible.
But first, you'd have to know the truth about all this.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
We may proceed.
Go!
This is quite cool. The UC questline's actually gonna get better.
Alright, let's get to the bottom of this. First of all, Kaiser's got the cell data from the New Atlantis and Tau Ceti attacks, right?
Uploaded them myself.
Captain, let Kaiser take a look at that sample.
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here?
Yeah.
Exactly. Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action and used it to trigger the attacks.
Oh boy. So we're talking a whole new extra scary kind of weapon here, aren't we?
Deploying alien life forms isn't exactly new, but I've never heard of one that could pull off something like this. Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test, someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success. And the timing of that one, it couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the terramorphs. These attacks, I think someone planned them to set all this in motion.
Yeah, I thought the timing of the terminals were
They
suspicious.
certainly were. But having this answer, well, it raises a couple big questions. Who could pull something like this off? And why?
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more terramorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way. I am unable to provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
Alright, let's go to the office then. I don't look
What
sketchy.
if we leave a few things here and make a second trip?
How about no?
There's the control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
I mean, that's not too weird, depending the whole place still has power. Or building.
Reactivated. Error. Control system reboot required.
And we do that. Ah, Captain. I think I see it.
Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning. Priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning. Emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Admiral Sanon, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral!
It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties? Yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon. He knew. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording. We should talk.
Alright.
Hey, Victus. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the Terramorphs and all this a secret.
I mean, that's how you interpreted it.
He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. Condemned this whole city to death. He's
Commander in a tough situation. Someone who thought keeping in the secrets would save lives. I don't know what he is.
A pawn with no ethics, no compassion, no humanity. And the UC kept this monster on purpose.
Yes. Exactly what we all thought he was. But if the plant was used to trigger the attacks, could Vae Victus have been involved in the massacre on New Atlantis?
Yeah, it's only we
And even if he wasn't directly involved, I guarantee he knows something.
Yeah, well, here's my surprise face.
But I guess we're not getting any more answers right now. Come on, let's go get that last sample. Kaiser, right now!
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
That doesn't sound good. Eyes peeled.
You know, I appreciate data collection. It's safe, it's smart, it's valuable.
I'm just going to take this opportunity. Ooh. No, it's energy weapon. I think I'm not spec for energy weapon. This opportunity. To see what loot options there is. Oh, I'm too.
Which one is going to kill you?
The signal that thing's putting out to call in those creatures, I think I can nullify it, but I'm gonna need some help. There should be some radar equipment powered up now around the port. You get those online, and I'll relay my signal through there.
They're going to turn on you. Kill them. Kill them first.
Connection received. Broadcasting signal.
It's here! It's here! On! Do it now!
Look, it's working. But the thralls, they're attacking the anomaly. Percival, are you doing this?
That's not me. I'm just nulling out the frequency.
We freed them, and they're helping us.
Nothing's gonna save you. Nothing's gonna save you.
I've still got more capacity. Get to the next fish. Null signal online.
It's working.
One more dish, and I should be able to shut it down completely.
Stop! Stop! Don't shoot! We're friendly!
Oh, that's interesting. They actually talk to you through that Terramorphs thing.
Thralls! They're not coming after us. I guess you
Just
make a decent
look at
field
that.
biologist, Captain.
Fascinating how life solves the same needs in comparable yet entirely different ways.
Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
Final sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here.
Agreed.
Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
It's interesting that they take over other animals. The animals can communicate you through that metamorphosis thing. I don't know what it's called. Metamorphosis? What the hell am I on about? Psychic killer. Anyway, we will get you back in the main building. Shouldn't take us too long.
Look at all of you. Back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there. But it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion. Ah, best place for them. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Ve Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
Look, we learned something, but I can't say no more than that, promised.
Captain, he needs to know. Ve Victus is alive, which means he could have been involved in the attacks.
Alive? He's... Ve Victus? That can't be true, right?
Unfortunately for us all, yes, it's true.
So that means we have a suspect.
I believe that's exactly what that means. Look, Captain, Percival and I, we need to get these samples back to the lab. Ensure we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the terramorphs. But Ve Victus is the only solid lead we've got on the attacks. Since you're the only one who knows where he is, can you speak to him? See if you can get him to cough up anything he might know.
Oh yeah, we are gonna have some words.
Good. We'll all meet back at Mast, outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to know everything we've uncovered here. Best of luck, Captain. And thank you for dealing with him.
Oh, 12,000, that's pretty good. Anyways, I'm going to end this mission here. We'll catch you back on the next episode where we're going to speak to Ve Victus, yes. Yeah. Kind of want to get off this planet, it's too cold. So yes, I will catch you guys